Zeus, Global Peace Project. Peace be with you, right? You become what you think about most of the time. That is an interesting topic, when you consider it and all the things that are out there and all the things that you may see, and you created it because you were thinking about it at some point in time. I don't know. I think it has something to do with those three monkeys. Careful little eyes, what you see. Careful little mouth, what you speak. Careful little ears, what you hear. And it's saying the Lord of above, but it's more your subconscious is recording all that stuff there, and it sets a playlist inside your mind to repeat and to create. And the three doors for the programming is the eyes, ears, and mouth. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? It's pretty simple. And yet, it was abstract to me. Because the abstractness was in the thoughts that was isolated in my own mind, right? Because I couldn't think any other way. Because I didn't know any other thing, right? Because it goes to the point where it goes on to we become what we think about most of the time. And friends, I don't know what I don't know. I have no clue about most things. But I will tell you this, that if I take a few minutes out and think about what I'm thinking about and the insanity of it or the sanity, I like to think that I've programmed myself to a point where I have some semblance of sanity about me. And it's crazy to say that most of the stuff that I thought was true in a different dispensation of time, a different frequency, because it's true. It's definitely not true now. A lot of things aren't true. And I'm not even going to start with some of the things that I found out that aren't really true. I mean, you remember Chicken Little? The sky is falling, and then you find out later on in life that they said, oh, don't worry about it. He's just a goof, You have no idea. Well, the fact is, we don't have any idea, and that each cloud weighs about 200,000 pounds. When you find that out, you're thinking, I'd pretty well be flattened if that cloud were to fall. And then there's another thing about with the Sandwich Islands, or Hawaii, as you know it now, when Captain Cook had first found it, and they seen these storm clouds, what they said, come into the horizon in the bay. And it wasn't until they came over in the rowboats that they understood. They seen them because they had boats that big, but the clippers that they came in were so big, they were massive. It wasn't until the actual chief and the witch doctors got on the boat and felt the boat, then everybody else could see it. It was translated through the mind as the 100 monkey syndrome. And then you think about, and this is a thought that just, if you don't really grasp it, it's okay because it's pretty massive in its simplicity. But the simple thing is, how you train an elephant. And what they do is they take the baby and they put a real heavy chain on it, put that little bracelet on there, and then they anchor it down in concrete. And they leave it. Well, that sucker will tug and tug and tug on this concrete, but it can't move anywhere. And there comes a point in time, and it keeps on tugging and tugging and tugging and tugging and tugging, and when it gives up, it's created what's called a stop in the mind. And it's the same thing when they get older. They can put a stake in the ground and a rope onto that thing there. When the elephant feels any resistance, it pulls back. If that stake ain't put in properly and it comes out and then it's free, guess what? That elephant is now going to go hog fucking wild. Right? So they always have to make sure the stakes are in good and down tight. But the fact of the matter is they don't need blocks of concrete. Why? Because the elephant has been trained. It's like with the fleas. You can put a whole bunch fleas inside a jar, and a flea will actually jump out of that jar because it can jump 3 feet. But if you put the lid on it, leave it there for 5 minutes, and then pull it off, you'll see every flea is just jumping as high as that lid was because it got tired of hitting its head, so it put a restriction on how far it was going to jump. And that's all it will ever jump for the rest of its life. Now, that's pretty crazy stuff, isn't it? So I was just thinking before about considering the thoughts that I think and then how other people think. I can't even think like another person because the perception is so much different. Life experience, you know. Not everybody was with their friends and basically throwing snowballs at cars on the Bellinger Road and then hit a police car and the police car come back and everybody got caught except for me because I hide really well. And when they were all leaving, I jumped out. So I was there too, you know. Why? Because I didn't really left out. Why? I don't know. But I got away. I had good hiding skills. Don't know where I got them from, but could be another journey. You know, life is good. Life is good. Because every day and every way I get better, better, and better. And so do you if you think so. And I don't know if it's going to be of any value to you, but I mean, when I took a stock of the words I was speaking on myself over the last 10 years, I had to step back. And I had to ask myself, do I want these things in my life? You know, and I changed my mind. I'm going to speak life. It's specific. Speak life, not death. The power of the tongue holds life and death. And that's on other people and it's on yourself as well, most importantly. And that which I speak of others is only what I see about myself. Because that which I see in others is the light of myself. We're all mirrors for one another. And learning to become better and better. That's the only thing that really matters. It's a journey. And there's mistakes galore. I don't even want to go into some of the mistakes that some people make. They get into these things. I don't know. But it's a creation of the mind. Self-centered fear is the driving force of most people because they've been placed in that state of fear by watching TV, by watching stupid movies that make up fabrications of events that have happened to people or is going to happen because they think so. And, you know, that sick mind, you become what you think about most of the time. And so we got all these sick minds and they're wondering why they went over to some island and they were abusing themselves in many different ways. And you wonder why that happens, because that's who they are. That's the way they think, the mind. But today it's going to change. And the only person I can change is me. And I don't feed into their sick mind behavior. I don't get any glory in seeing someone getting ripped apart. I get no glory in seeing someone die. That is absolutely putrid to me. Life, live life. Let the inspiration of one person helping another be the fire in your life. Today is the only day I can change, and you know what? The world needs more love, and so that's what I put into it. Why? Because that's what I want, really. In the whole scheme of things, I just want love. That's all I ever really wanted. I didn't realize that I had to give it to get it. That's the fun thing, isn't it? Once you realize you have to give love to get love, then the gig's up, baby. The gig is up. Nothing else matters. We're all one. We're all one. Nothing can stop us. Yet, I've heard that we have, 123 or 113 families that are running the planet? The only ones? Are they the only ones? They said they are. I don't know. But I can say right now, whatever deceptions and evils and all that stuff that was out there was all fabricated in the mind of man. My mind. Because I got all that crap inside my head. So I've been programming it away. Solfeggio frequencies, positive affirmations, those sorts of things. Every day. Not just once in a while, but every day. Over and over and over again. And I get emotional about them now. They mean something to me now. That's the challenge. It doesn't have to be all done in a night, because guess what? We're all here forever. Do what makes you feel best. You don't have to be a billionaire or a trillionaire or anything like that, but it would help if you don't want to have to do what other people tell you to do, but then you really have to do that because nobody's going to do what you tell them to do either. But if you get money, if you give them money, and they get animosity on that, which is funny. Animosity? Animosity, baby. We don't want it round here. Stepping through the door. Loading. It's me singing on there to Solfeggio frequencies. I have the feeling. It's true. That always comes up in some point wherever I get some sort of revelation. I'm like, whoa. Today is the day. I love you. Nobody told you that today. Remember who I do. Even if I don't know you, because I know we're all one. And those of you that have watched the videos, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. Global Peace Project is moving forward. And so are you.